All right, so last one here is syndicated loans and project financing. So, what is unique about these? So syndicated loans, just like we had a syndicate for our investment bank syndicate kind of thing, it's kind of the same thing here. We're just going to get together and we're going to provide a loan to a firm. So a loan in which a group of financial institutions act jointly to fund the loan. So this can be commercial banks, investment banks, other financial institutions. You're going to have a lead institution, just like you had a lead underwriter. And, it allows these firms basically to participate in loans which may just be too big for that one firm, that one financial institution. We get to participate in a loan that normally we would be priced out of. And so it gives us that access. Of course, it spreads out risk, obviously, right? And then finally, too, what we can do is we can get out of the loan later if we need to. We can sell like our portion of the loan to another participant in the syndicate if for some reason we need to, no longer have that money tied up for our financial institution. So you do see these, and again, anytime you kind of see syndicate, just think it's a group getting together, and it's those same risk. Or it's those same like benefits, that reduction of risk, and then the ability to participate in something we maybe wouldn't be able to participate in on our own. Last one here is project financing. So very, very brief description of project financing. This is done for very, very large projects. And so like your book gives the example of the Alaska pipeline. All right, so we're talking about huge national type projects. So it's a financing method in which the project's creditors do not have full recourse against the borrower. Instead, you're only paid from the project's cash flows and equity. So it's kind of like if the project fails, you're screwed. Because it's only if the project is like profitable that you actually get paid. So you can imagine that these are pretty risky, right? Like that's really risky for the lender. So you got to take that into consideration. But it protects, the manufacturer, the developer of these big projects that maybe would be too risky to take on, if they were left with having to pay off the loan if the project failed. So they give another example of GE Capital. It says recently did a $72 million project to build an aluminum can plant. The plant is owned by several beverage makers, but it is operated independently. And GE Capital must depend on the cash flows from the plant to repay the loan. About half of all project financings in recent years have been for electric generating plants, including plants owned by electric utilities, cogeneration plants operated by industrial companies. So again, these are very big, complex projects that are going to possibly fail. And, these companies don't want to be basically responsible if the project fails. So that is our last one there. And that one's kind of unique, right? It only works for these large projects. So, and that's going to be extremely specific to the deal and tailored to the exact kind of project that we're dealing with and the cash flows that are expected from that project. So that's what you need to know about project financing.